What's up, juicers? We are back reacting to episode 6 of John Cerasanis, The Partner. If you've been following along so far, I've been in episode 3 and episode 5, if I can remember correctly. Last episode was the best episode by far. Everything in total, from the editing, the production, to the people in it, to the just level of excitement and really keeping you entertained. I thought the first 3 episodes were a little bit dull. Could have used a little bit more spice, but we are back. This one should be better than ever.
We've invited my house already. We're going to invite Matthew, Mike, Kyle, and Tyler. Got this final round here, guys, and I gotta tell you, if all 4 of these worked out, I'd be pretty damn happy. Combine that with the nonprofit that Brian Swift's involved in. You know, we're making some good progress here, but gosh, what do we got? 6 more, 7 more?
5 more.
Oh, 5 more only? All right. Well, maybe we pick 1 or 2 out of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, in your mind, do you have a lot of room left for partners? You got some work to do.
Well, see, Tyler, for instance, I don't know if it's going to work out because I'm going to have him present me with something, and all of them might decline. I got to be honest with you, man. All of these, you know, Kyle and Mike are cool. I'm inviting them because I'm interested, but Matthews is really the one that's resonated the most with
Really?
me. Yeah, just because it's a business that's been around since 2009. I understand the damn product. It's motorized freaking blinds and stuff. What I don't know, though, is how he wants to cut me in on this deal. But listen, guys, it's been a long day. I want to tell you guys both I really appreciate you guys. And,
Sure has been a long day. 7 p.m. I'm drinking coffee over here. It's been a long ass day.
To become an entrepreneur. Everyone said I would fail, but I got winner in my core. So my company to private equity and the money poured. I got millions times galore. Not bad for a kid from Schaumburg, right? 2,000% raise, 2,000% raise, 2,000% raise, 2,000 self-made, all the filthy paid. Gave myself a raise, let the naysayers amazed. When I went up 2,000%, 2,000% raise, 2,000% raise, 2,000.
2,000% raise. John Cerasani, episode 6 is live right now. He's doing some giveaways in the chat. Make me a pumpkin!
I'm Luke Rotard, and I'm pitching a junk and hauling business. I'm looking for mentorship and someone to coach me through this and have the expand.
How you doing, Luca?
Nice to meet you.
You too, buddy. So you're a senior at New Trier?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior at New Trier, and you grew up where? Wilmette?
Yeah, Wilmette.
What does your parents do?
My dad's a house inspector, and my mom's a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, and you guys live in the North Shore right there, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Do they know you're here today?
Yes, they do.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're excited that I'm here.
Are they excited?
Yeah.
What I want to do today is have you explain to me exactly how the business works, how you're getting clients currently. Then let's figure out if there's a way to work together.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a couple pictures on my iPad here I can show you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a little presentation here. This is just us on the job. And this is our total net income for the past 17 weeks that we've started tracking
So
it.
you've been in business for 17 weeks?
Yep.
Are you incorporated?
Not yet.
Okay, so it's just you doing it by yourself?
Yes.
So you don't have insurance or anything right now?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're working on that. And
Okay. And when you've gotten clients, they understand that it's just
Yep.
you?
Yep.
Okay.
I have a partner. We are 50-50. We post on Nextdoor, Facebook, and we have connections into real estate. And my dad has connections in construction, and we get clients there.
And what kind of jobs have you been getting?
We've gotten some pretty big jobs, like moving china cabinets, big dining room tables. We've also gotten people doing their own house remodeling. They need a bunch of cement,
Okay.
drywall, any type of construction material picked up and disposed of.
Have you ever looked into the actual business models? So if we work together, that's one of the things I would want to do is
Yeah.
how much revenue is coming from the actual job itself versus
Yeah.
what you could sell from the job.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
We also do metals pickup, like people need their bunch of old piping, copper tubing, any
Okay.
type of metal, and we'll take it to a recycling place, and they'll give us certain, like, based on the weight of the items, they'll give us money back.
Okay. Where do you envision this going?
Well, I'm pretty young, so I've got a lot of life ahead of me.
Mhm.
I can build this. Coming up, a couple friends are getting their licenses, and they'll be buying trucks, and
Okay.
they'll be working for me
Yep.
and my partner.
You might be able to grow this into a $5 million business by the time you're 21.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's reality, man.
Yeah.
That's reality. Luca, let me ask you this, man. If we were to work together, you know, I got to be careful, right?
Yes.
I don't want to be like, all right, I got this Polish Serbian kid that has this good business. Give me 50% of your company, buddy.
Yeah.
Part of me is excited about it because I feel like there's, you're new. You don't know much right now, right? From a business standpoint. Maybe you do. But how would you see me playing a role with this, with you?
Mentorship, and you have a big outreach to a lot of people. I think you have a lot of connections that would help both of us out, and I just see you as a open door.
All right, man. You're doing all the things right. I'm gonna get back in touch with you. I gotta put some thought into this.
Yeah.
And your parents are supportive of you meeting with me, right?
100%.
All right. Your dad's not gonna like pull up with the freaking Polish mafia and take me out, is he?
No. Exactly.
Okay. All right, man. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. All right. I like the kid a lot. I am gonna do a little research to make sure his parents knew he was here today.
How old was he?
Obviously, you have hesitation.
He looked 18.
Working with a teenager, but when I was 20 years old, 21 years old, I developed a whole network promoting nightclubs and bars in Chicago, and I made a shit ton of money, and it was very similar to what he was. Yeah, we had a name and stuff, but we weren't incorporated. We didn't have a website. I was sending it from a freaking fake email address and blind carbon copy, and people making a ton of money. And I always kind of look back and say, man, if I had a business partner, I could have turned that thing into like the next Live Nation or some shit like that. So I'm really going to think harder on this with how I could possibly help Luca. And there might be some things I could do of assistance that are almost intangible. You can't really quantify it until it happens. At the same time, I don't know.
John Cerasanis, the partner. Episode 6 is live right now. Click the link below. It'll take you to the episode. He's giving away a nice prize. You got to drop where you're from in the comments, followed by the word represent. So Elk Grove represent, write your area in the comments, and you may be a winner. Click the link below.
And then mentorship as I go on in my business experiences.
What's up, brother? How you doing, Ethan? Nice to meet you, man. How you doing?
Good.
Those hot dogs?
Yeah.
This fresh right now?
Yeah.
I can eat one?
Yeah.
Hot dogs? Another hot dog guy?
What you tell me about your business, man?
All right. So the fast casual restaurant space is set to grow by $60 billion by 2027. That's a 12% growth rate.
Okay.
So I'm looking to partner with you. I want to franchise this growing franchise out of Palos Hills, Illinois. They specialize in obviously sandwiches, but they have a host of different things. So their unique selling proposition is the guts, as you can see on top of there. There's the chopped up vegetables and seasonings. So that it gives it a different look than most sandwiches.
Okay, Ethan, I'm going to tell you something. You're the first person that's come here today. We've had, I think, 18 interviews, all right? You're the first person that came with saying, hey, partner with me on a franchise.
Yeah.
I've had other people come in here and say they want to franchise their business as the franchisor.
Yeah.
You're the first person that's coming in, hey, I don't have the capital to be a franchisee, and here's why I like it. And that's a huge, huge distinction. How old are you?
So I'm 22. So that you might be asking yourself, why the hell would you let a 22-year-old operate a franchise? Well, I've been in business for myself since the beginning. Never pulled a W-2 in my life. Worked 7 days a week throughout high school and college.
Okay.
And now I'm 22, still operating my businesses, like I said.
Have you ever worked at a restaurant?
No.
Okay.
But I took you can take a franchise model. That's why I like the franchise model. You can take it, and as long as you have a good operator in there, you can kind of copy and paste it.
So you would not want to be the operator of the restaurant?
So I actually have a manager already picked out.
Oh,
There's an operations manager
damn.
and a principal in a school.
Hard pass.
So it is not a restaurant skill set,
Right.
but that can be trained. I'm really confident in their training program for a manager.
So how many locations do they currently have?
They're actually kind of a more slow growth.
Mhm.
They have 2 in line already. They have like 20 applications, but they have 2 in line that are already signed and ready to go. They're building it out. Orland Park's going to be the first one, and then Bedford Park is probably going to be the next one.
And where's the current location?
Palos Hills, Illinois. They make about $1 million per year is what the projections are looking like, and the 2 stores that they had did that a year, and your margins on that are 25 to 30%.
They're making 25 to 30% on $1 million.
Yeah.
So you're making your money back in a year.
Yeah, so I'm looking for 250 to 300,000. I mean, it might go a little bit more if we want to put a waterfall in it or something in Concord,
Yeah.
But that's the upfront investment. That's what I'd be looking for from you.
Okay.
And then,
But you were saying you want to have your mom run it. Would you still play a role in the marketing then, or?
yeah, I would play a role in marketing for sure. I think within the first year or two, I would still be there every day, making sure everything's
Okay.
I would be operational in the business.
Well, this is one of those deals, bro, where you could really scale the damn thing fast, and I mean, you could make a deal with the place to have multiple territories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why it's really important, even if they're like your best friends. Everyone's intent is fine, but get it in writing. Hey, shit, yeah, you know why people want to open it up in Hoffman Estates and Elk Grove?
Yeah.
Because our Schaumburg one's killing it.
Yeah.
I should have rights to those too.
Yeah.
Well, no, we didn't negotiate that.
Yeah.
You have 0 open right now. Okay, and literally that's the conversation that you have to have with them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like who blinks first at the table kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, even if they're your friends and you celebrate Christmas or whatever together. I'm going to think about this, man. This is cool. And you leaving all this?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Juice, hot
I'll be in touch
dogs.
with you next couple days, right, man?
He's a happy guy.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. It was fun, buddy.
So red flag for me right away is when you are thinking about starting a business or a franchise or something that's going to require a lot of 9 to 5 hours, and you're already like, I got the manager in mind, you know? You got salary on the books. You're already knee deep in labor.
22 years old. Love the fact that he has a vision.
What are you going to do?
Closely. He wasn't going to be the operator. His mom was. Okay. I had to kind of pull it out of him. Are you going to be there or not? And it was me paying 100% of the startup cost and getting 30% of the company, and then we go hire somebody else to manage it. Now really think about that. All right? If I was going to get into a franchisee model with anybody, and I'm bringing money to the table, they better bring the expertise in that industry to the table as well as being the operator.
Absolutely.
Like that guy a lot. What I'm going to think about is whether or not I want to make a counter offer to him. But, you know, if he's looking at it that way, I just doubt he'll accept it.
I know a guy that did exactly this. He got into a franchise. He raised money from investors, and he never, ever showed up at the restaurant. Straight up. He was never there. He just paid person after person to do tiny tasks, and he was wasting a lot of money on marketing on top of it. Didn't last. Went under in under 2 years.
Telecommunications company based in Chicago, Illinois.
Chi-town!
Appreciate you, man. Nice to meet you, too. We're here, brother. So listen, man, I was interested in your so I usually stay away from technology types of plays. I don't usually do it, but for this show, I was trying to, only because I want to be involved with cash flowing businesses that could spit out some like mailbox money and dividend money, okay? Then I looked a little bit closer at what you're presenting, and it's cloud-based phone services, correct? I would have thought it's dominated by big players, and there wouldn't be room for boutique types of entrepreneurs. So could you kind of explain that to me?
Sure. Well, yeah, the industry is growing, and still, even from the days that you used it, still only 40% of small businesses have upgraded their technology.
Okay.
And the nice thing about this, and that we're talking just about the voice services. The nice thing about this, and where we found success, is we go where the other people don't. We go into the niche. Our mission and our goal is we provide services, telecommunication and communication and technology services to businesses that help them communicate with their customers better, omni-channel more effectively. Now we have other technology if they don't want to go completely hosted. We have a whole host of and a whole suite of services that help them accomplish that. But yeah, there's still 65 to 75% of businesses out there that still need to grow into these services.
Okay.
Another big solution right now is and probably one of the things I've seen the most of, which I was surprised of, is Teams integration.
Interesting.
So Teams now has 6 million users on their platform, and we can actually eliminate the voice services and integrate that directly with Teams.
Yeah. Got it. See, I've been hearing more and more people talk about Teams. See, I left the workforce before that got big. I had kind of heard about it when I was walking out the door, and now people ask me, "Are you on Teams?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand. I don't understand the question, sir." What's your perfect scenario on how to, of working with me?
I think an ideal situation, there's many ways that you could help. You could help with your network and resources of your contacts. You could help financially, and you could help with mentorship in terms of sales and experience in what you've built. I mean, technically, these services are a lot. What you were doing.
And you own 100% of the company, correct?
100%.
So this is all gravy every time you bring them in.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
Yes.
So customer acquisition is probably my most important thing.
Well, which makes sense. The other end of that, you know, people want to dump money into tech. The other end of it is when the money's there. Oh, sure, I'll find a way to spend this money. Let me go hire 2 salespeople. I've never had full-time salespeople, and the market says they're 150 grand each. Oh, 2 years later, that didn't work out. That 300 grand's gone. I would have rather seen you buy a Rolls Royce with it.
You know, I built this thing. I built it on my own.
Yeah.
And I've handled every aspect of this business.
Gotcha.
Service calls. I meet with the customers.
Yeah.
I sell. You know, I do every aspect.
I was gonna say, you gotta be.
Wear many hats.
The top sales guy in the office. I imagine.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna wrap my head around this, man. Be in touch the next couple days.
Cool.
Thanks, brother.
Great meeting you. Thanks for having me, and you can hang on to that.
I really like that guy a lot. He impressed the shit out of me. Voice over IPs. I think that industry is only going to keep growing. He has a solid spot in it. You know, I feel like small business owners, mid-sized business owners follow me on Instagram and can really use a service like that. They don't want to go to Ring Central because it's kind of like you're just there having to read your way through everything. I'm not sure exactly what he'd be willing to give up from an equity standpoint, though. Before I invite him into my house, I want to really think: is there a feasible answer to this? Because if it's just me robbing him or him using me, you know, it's not going to work out. So I'm gonna wrap my head around that. Come on.
Sounds like very lucrative
All right, so we brought in
business.
19 people.
I don't know.
Like 100
It's a confusing one.
submissions. We're bringing in 19 different. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just off an Instagram story too, right?
What's local or are they?
I said you have to be Chicagoland.
Got it.
Yeah. But here's what we got so far, bro. It's pretty cool, actually. So me and this guy were friends in 4th grade. I haven't talked to him since we were 10. He has a really cool window treatment company.
Surprised when you showed up.
Well, I saw it in the submission, so I knew already. But when I saw the submission, I was like, oh, that's pretty effing cool, dude. You know what I mean? Someone from your past paying attention to you. He has a window treatment company. This guy is taking over his parents' business, dental manufacturing company. They do $3 million in revenue currently. He's only 25 years old. This guy is actually in Evanston. If I do this with him, to fold you in, he's trying to build like a founder, entrepreneur, like incubator kind of thing.
I have no idea who this guy is. Is he somebody famous?
Talk about actually, where they call me.
Am I supposed to know?
Help them learn how to grow their business, and then in turn we take a small piece of equity of the company.
Is he an ideas guy or an executor?
It seems like a little bit of both, but I can tell you right now, he knows his way around the block, and I'm gonna have him come in on Thursday to kind of say, okay, what does this actually I get it. What does this actually look like? And then this guy's really interesting, dude.
Part of the first.
What'd he say?
Juice company. Actually, let's give him one of these juices, dude. You're like a fucking nutrition guy.
Give him a
This guy
juice.
when did you give up alcohol? Yeah.
Who's this guy?
3 years ago, and then
He's been a healthy guy. He used to be in River North with me at 4 in the morning. Now he doesn't even drink.
Hit me up,
and
dude.
most people think there was like an incident that led to that. It's not. He just decided he's not drinking anymore. Go here. What would have sit in on this? We gotta move.
Oh.
Sit in.
I sit in on it.
Yep. Gave him the pineapple juice. That's a good one for a first timer. Yep. Hit him with something gentle, something sweet. Can't go wrong.
What up, Miguel? How you doing, man?
Ah,
Good to see you, bro.
Miguel.
Thanks for coming in, man. You know, I was busting
Sagging
your
the
balls
pants.
about being late, but
I appreciate you understanding.
listen, bro, I was on the
Just
board
a little late.
of a college, all right, on the board of trustees of a college, and I'll never forget the president said to me one day, I couldn't come like an hour late, and he goes, listen, if everybody on our board is here on time or at every meeting, we don't got the right board, all right? And why are you late?
Because I was working.
You picked up a fucking job, right? I can accept that, brother. I can accept that, man. So you're gonna have to remind me. So you're a plumber.
I'm a plumber. But yeah, I've been doing plumbing already going on 3 years.
Yep.
So this is my 3rd year technically, so
Okay.
it's been a journey. It's
Yeah.
been growing and it's good.
You do residential jobs?
Residential, commercial.
Okay. Wasn't there, and you might not be comfortable talking about, but didn't you tell me like turned your life around with something that
Yeah,
this kind of got you out of it a little bit?
I grew up in Chicago. I was in a gang in Chicago, and I gave it up for my daughter. I gave up the streets for my kid.
Okay.
Good guy.
And that's where my life started to change.
Okay.
And it's been, she's 22 now, and it's been a journey. Lost her mother. I raised my kids,
Yeah.
mom and dad to my kids, and I'm glad I'm where I'm at, my body and soul.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I have an affinity for blue collar folks that want to build their businesses. I think it's the easiest way. A lot of times I think about myself, even though I was in insurance and it's not blue collar, it's an industry really that anybody could get into.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you getting your business right now?
So word of mouth. First start off on Yelp, and then it just kept growing to word of mouth. So
What's your value proposition to these folks? Showing up on time, doing the job, or do you try to undercut prices? Do you have a distinction?
to give you an example, like a hot water tank, I charge $1,200 to $1,400 versus where other companies are charged $18 to $24.
Okay.
And they're like, why ain't you charging that? Well,
Yeah.
I still make a great profit at where I'm at.
Got you. So it sounds like about 20 years ago, you were gang affiliated,
Yeah.
and 3 years ago,
It's getting
you
interesting.
got into plumbing.
Well, I've been doing it for about 12 years in total.
Oh,
3
you're
years,
doing it.
3 years, I took the chance with less than $20 in my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, it's been just increasing,
Really?
Hit
With
my
three-
first 6 figures last year, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good ass feeling.
Yeah. One thing I pride myself is coming from the streets, I had opportunities to be a drug dealer,
Yep.
and I just chose to stick it out.
Okay.
Just don't do it the hard way. It's gonna take longer.
Yeah.
Do it, because I ain't got to look over my back.
But you're out there just grinding, finding your own business and stuff like that. So it becomes kind of like, all right, is outside money like me coming in really gonna like solve anything, or is there other ways to do it? But if you're getting jobs already, like
Yeah,
you're pretty busy.
I'm staying busy. I'm staying consistent.
Yeah.
That's been the best part of it is consistency.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
everything
Yeah.
I do is just patience. It's like I'm not.
Let's think
trying to
about it like
rush.
this. What neighborhood were you from?
I grew up on 26th Street, but then 42nd is where I made home. But
Okay.
26,
All right. And how old are you now?
42.
Okay. So those guys when you were 19 and 20 are all them 42 are up now, or a lot of them aren't around anymore?
A lot. They're gone. A lot are gone.
Yeah.
So it's very, very few that are that's still left.
So here's the point I'm getting at, man. You already won. You know what I mean? You just told me I'm making 6 figures right now. Look what they're doing. You know what I mean? Let's talk off camera, figure out if we could make something happen. Thanks for coming in, brother. Appreciate you, dog. All right, I mean, you got a single dad that came from where he came from, and now he's out there doing big things. For any of you guys that aren't from Chicago, you hear about Chicago being on the news for all the wrong reasons. It's really 2 main neighborhoods in Chicago, 2 main areas of Chicago, and where he just said he's from is one of them. I'm going to try to figure out a way. I don't think he needs my money. I don't think he needs a partner, but I'm going to try to figure out a way to work with him. I got to put some thought over the next couple of days into that, though. Well, that last round was eventful, my friend. We had a couple cancellations, only 4 people, but I got to tell you, man, start off with the youngster.
Love him. I don't know what it is about him, but there was just something that resonated with me.
I went in there kind of thinking and judging. Okay, this New Trier rich kid grew up in Schaumburg, man. We don't like the New Trier kids, pal. All right, even though my kids go to Barrington High School and they're basically New Trier kids, we don't like the fucking rich kids. I'm just kidding. I want to bring him in. I don't know what's going to come out of it, Frank.
Yeah.
I really want to structure this thing in a way because I do think I can help him. We got to figure out what exactly that looks like. And if nothing else, maybe I end up mentoring him. This is Scott, right? Scott. Yeah. I'm never good with faces and names, Scott, but what'd you think? It kind of looks like you, though.
Yeah, it's my brother. I thought he was sharp. It was a long pitch. And it was a detailed pitch. He sounded like he knew his industry inside and out. You brought up some of his competitors. He didn't flinch.
Yep.
He went right into it with you.
What I struggle with is I don't know how I fit in, but I think there is somewhere I could fit in. So I think I bring him in Thursday and we negotiate this.
I think so.
All right.
All right, final two.
All right. Ethan.
You loved his sandwiches.
Well, I'm really not even his sandwiches, though. Someone else's sandwiches. The biggest struggle I had here, Ethan, is what I talked about post-interview. You can't go find someone like me to be the 100% financial partner and then not even have you as an operator. You're going to have your mom do it. That's cool for your mom. But you have this layer of expense right there. Of you said a $75,000 salary, that should be you. There's not room.
How do you like how he slid in this high-level management, Amazon background, and he says, it's my mom.
Yeah, exactly. He positioned his mom very well. I got to tell you, though, I love that. I love that because it means he trusts her.
Yeah.
And he can't have someone else trust her. Now, here's the missing piece, though. It's my money. See, you can't trust your mom with my money. Where do you fit into this? Is the conundrum. But honestly, man, I think the way he presented the deal structure just isn't going to make sense. But it could probably be molded a little bit. I'm not sold enough on Peppo's because they don't have a franchise model. They don't have a proven track record with franchisees.
He said, I want to work on the business. I don't want to work in the business, John. Think about it. Get back to me.
About Ethan, and definitely not a negative thing about the Peppo sandwiches.
Peppo!
I'm just not the right partner for it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
All right.
John looks like he would whip up a good sandwich, right? Nice big
Stay
hoagie.
tuned to find out what we do with Miguel.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now we're bringing to my house, brother.
Let's do it.
All right.
Miguel's coming over. We got some plumbing to do. Pretty good episode. Things seems like there was a couple good businesses in there, lucrative businesses. I still think the last episode, number 5, was the best. It was the most entertaining. It was the funniest. Of course, I was in there. But yeah, this thing is going pretty good. The comments are off the hook over here. Quite a lot of people are watching live. I appreciate all of them. John appreciates everybody. As he said, it's a beautiful day here in Chicago. And you could be outside doing a lot of different things. But we're inside doing a little review over here. So that was the 6th episode. The first couple episodes was just him picking the contestants. And then the first time that they saw me that you saw me on YouTube was episode 3. That was when my little part was exposed that I sent to John. So he picked me. He brought me into this restaurant. That's where I was in the last episode. And the next episode, so obviously if you know me, he invited me into his house. We're not going to make a big surprise over here. He invites us into his house. We go see the waterfall. We go see his living room, whatever. And we do the second part of the filming there. And that's when it got a little interesting between me and him. We definitely talked a lot in the restaurant, a lot more than what you guys saw on tape, but obviously you can't keep it all. I think I babbled a little bit too much where they just had to cut most of it out, but nonetheless, it's all been fun, like I keep saying. And he's already talking about a season 2 or something going on, so I hope he finds somebody actually good to work with here. I've been talking to John quite a bit. Like I said before in my Instagram post, he has lost 15, 20 pounds in the last month and a half. Not any credit to our products or nothing, but he's just made a couple healthy changes. He's been popping a juice every morning, feeling good. What can I say? But yeah, nothing negative. It was a good episode. It's been a good, fun time to do some filming, make some reactions, make some content. Appreciate it. If anybody's got any questions, the website has been down for a week. Last week, a day after this, John gave me a nice post. Again, thank you so much, John, for that. I greatly appreciate. He gave me a shout out on Instagram, posted me on his wall. Got a lot of followers, a lot of people sent to the website. I don't know, the damn thing crashed or whatever. So the website's been down for a week. It's finally back up and running today, and we are back in business per usual. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Not much to talk about, but next week we definitely will. Like I said, we got some drama coming. Peace.